The people have spoken, and I have kept up my end of the bargain. Today is the big day. It's August 17th. It is 1:48 on a Saturday, and it's Impossible Whopper Day. Now, let me introduce us here. The Impossible Whopper, according to Burger King, is 100% Whopper, 0% beef. Don't know how it can be 100% Whopper. You get what I'm saying. This is the big thing now. I guess, like, you know, people are really responding to it, and I've seen advertisements for it, and so I don't remember what like first triggered my interest in this. Honestly, like, I think it's because I watched a video from a YouTuber. This was a while ago, and he did a White Castle burger challenge where he ate like the vegetarian one and then the regular one, and they did a comparison and everything like that. And I had intentions of like going to Burger King, and but I just figured it would be better to eat in the comfort of my office. I also have backup food just in case this does not work out really well. But let me also say that I've had like meatless burgers. Like, I've had black bean burgers, and there's a place in our town that is a vegan place, and they make fantastic burgers. So it's not like I've never, like, I've had something like this before. But from Burger King, I mean, like, it's got to be. Let's just dive in. We're gonna dive in. Let's start with a little fry. All right. Where am I gonna put this? So here we go. So this thing weighs like 5 pounds, first off. But there it is. Impossible Whopper. It looks just like a Whopper. Like, it's even got the burger lines that they do. All right. Let's see how this goes. Oh, now that you look up close to it, you can definitely tell it's not a real burger. Well, my desk is a mess. I don't know. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. Excuse me. Now, let's do this. I got a double cheeseburger as backup. So let's do a comparison. Oh yeah. Nope. Sorry, Impossible Whopper. You can definitely tell that it's not meat. Especially because if you have a backup burger, you can definitely tell that it's not meat. I don't know though. It's not horrible. You know, again, it's not horrible. But no, it's not that bad. I haven't had a Whopper in a really long time either. So I don't even, like, it tastes like something's missing though. I don't quite know what it is, but it tastes like something's missing from it. But I don't understand, like what's the point of doing this? Like who would say, like, I'm gonna go to Burger King and get this Whopper? Like, I mean, maybe because, like, I'm not like a vegan person, and I don't even know all the rules and stuff like that like you have to follow. But I can't imagine, like, if I was, like, this is something you seek out. Like, say for example, like when I was doing keto, I did really good with it for a couple months. And like when we would eat out somewhere, like if we'd stop at a restaurant, a fast food place, I'd get a burger without the bun, plain and simple. But like I can't imagine like me being a vegan and thinking like, you know what would be really good right now? Was the Impossible Whopper from Burger King, or like anything from Burger King for that matter. So I just don't get it. Like, is this just like the new cool thing that everybody's doing? Also, I forgot to say at the beginning, this is not an endorsement, sponsorship, anything from Burger King. I paid for this out of my own pocket because I told you guys if we got 100 views, I'd do it. So there you go. Burger King, I will go on record and say this though. The Burger King burgers are the best burgers out of all the fast food places. I think it's very clear. But I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. It definitely looks like a fake burger once you get up close to it. Like the top of it is deceiving because they have the burger lines in it. I don't know. So, the overall taste, I'd give it, I don't know, like a 7, 6 maybe. The regular burger is better. Let's just say that. The idea, like, I don't know, like a 2 out of 10. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, I've had burgers like this before. I've had meatless burgers, and they're good. I like them. There's these black bean burgers that you can buy in the frozen department, and they're unbelievable. I love them. They're fantastic. So I'm not like completely against meatless burgers. I don't know. So that was the big thing for today. That was what my plan was. I have been working on my sermon for most of the day. I'm preaching Psalm 22 tomorrow. Well, today when you're watching this. And hindsight now, I realize that I probably should have split it up instead of doing the whole chapter. Because there is a lot of stuff to cover in this psalm. And I am just having a tough time getting it all, because the problem is like when you have a long sermon, like you have to maintain like staying on the line, we call it. Like you're starting at one point and your goal is to get somewhere, and like you want to stay on that line. You want to keep the same, like it's hard to do that with a long sermon. It's really easy to go all over. And then secondly, people don't like listening to long sermons, plain and simple. And that's not like I mean, everybody, like, that's just common. And people especially don't like to listen to me preach for a long time. So, I'm having a tough time trying to condense it all down. Like, I'm at, I don't know, like 40 minutes now, and I'm still not done. I think it would be better suited as 2 psalms. And even one of the commentaries I use, they split it up. The last section, read Psalm 22 if you're not familiar with it. Because the coolest thing about all of it is how there's so much biblical theology in that one psalm. And I brought in 1 Corinthians 15. I brought in Isaiah 53. Psalm 22 was the main text, and then there was one more that I brought in, but I'm losing track of it now. But there's so much biblical theology inside this psalm. It allowed me to go in some different directions, and I'm really looking forward to it. But like I said, I'm just having a tough time condensing it down to a reasonable time. I try not to preach over 45 minutes. I think that's perfect amount. I think that keeps people engaged. That's where you're hitting the fringes. Most of the time, I'm closer to about 35-ish minutes. And of course, depending on the text, if there's a lot you have to cover, you got to preach longer. So. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today, finishing out the sermon prep on that. There also is golf on that I'm really excited to watch, because I haven't really just like sat down and watched golf for a while. So I'll be doing that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So moral or conclusion of this episode, Impossible Whopper, I give it a no. Not because it's just like, I don't know. You should try it though. It's kind of pricey. It's $5 for just the burger, like that, or burger, whatever you want to call it. But subscribe. This was for you guys. And again, don't forget, if we get 200 views on that video, I get the crispy tacos. And now that I've had this, I kind of want to try the crispy tacos. So get us to 200 views, and yeah, I will, I don't know if I'm recording anymore today because, again, I'm going to kind of disconnect and work on sermon and studying and stuff like that. I might update later on tonight, but if not, I will be back tomorrow and we'll chat some more. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you on the next one.